Hello guys, today you're gonna learn how to integrate by parts. Our question is integrate 2t squared times e to the power of negative t. If you want to integrate by parts, we have to use this formula, which is the integration of u dv equals to u integration of dv minus the integration of v value again times the differentiation of u. In our example here, u equals to t square. When we differentiated, we found du equals to 2t with respect to t, dv equals to e to the power of negative t, and when we integrated, we found that v equals to negative t, negative e to the power of negative t. We start our solution, and our first step, if we found any number inside the integration, we just put it in front the integration to not confuse ourselves. Then we start our solution, which is u, that is t square times the integration of e to the power of negative t, which is negative e to the power of negative t, minus the integration of v value again times the differentiation of t square, which is 2t with respect to t. And here we take this 2, we multiply it by both brackets. We found that minus 2 e to the power of negative t times t square minus 2 times the integration of negative e to the power of negative t times 2t with respect to t. We found out here inside this integration number 2 and negative. We just put it in front. We found it will become plus 4. So our last answer from the first step is minus 2 e to the power of negative t times t square plus 4 times the integration of e to the power of negative t times t with respect to t. As we can see here, we have an integration here, so we have to integrate again by using the same formula. And here our u will become t. We differentiated, we found du equals to 1 with respect to t, and dv equals to e to the power of minus t. We integrated, we found that v equals to negative e to the power of negative t. So here we integrated by using the same formula. We use that u, which is t times the integration of e to the power of negative t, which will become negative e to the power of negative t minus the integration of v value again with respect to t. Now we take our 4, we multiply it by both brackets, so it will become minus 4 times e to the power of negative t times t plus 4 times the integration of e to the power of negative t with respect to t. As we can see, we have an integration, so we have to integrate again, and that will be the last integration for this question. So the integration of e to the power of minus t with respect to t equals to negative e to the power of negative t, and this is the last step. So now we found here in our first step this solution, and here in our second step this solution, and in our last step this solution. So we just add it to each other to find our final solution, which is the integration of 2t squared times e to the power of negative t equals to negative 2 times e to the power of negative t times t squared minus 4 e to the power of negative t times t minus 4 e to the power of negative t plus c.